Hello, I'm Juan Davies, Chief Creative Officer at KCT and PBS SoCal, and I'm joined by the newsroom of KPCC and LAist on a daily reporter roundup. How is everyone today?
Good, thank you.
And today we're joined by KPCC's executive editor, Megan Garvey, taking over for Adrian Hill. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm a fan of the roundup.
This weekend, the ACLU of Southern California sued two federal prisons here over massive COVID-19 outbreaks. Emily, you've been following this story closely. What's the latest?
So this lawsuit is alleging a number of things. They're basically saying that the prison system has failed to take the measures necessary to protect inmates from getting COVID-19. They're basically saying that they're turning prison sentences into death sentences. 8 inmates at the Terminal Island Federal Prison have died from COVID-19. The lawsuit also alleges the prison is actually undercounting the number of inmates who have tested positive. There's over 700 reported cases of the virus at Terminal Island. That's about 70% of the prison population there. There's nearly 900 cases at Lompoc Prison in Santa Barbara County. I'm talking to families of the inmates, and they're telling me they're getting the same type of things through letters, through phone calls, that there's just a lack of social distancing. They're not getting enough PPE, enough masks. They're not isolating well enough folks who do have the virus. So it's a really scary time. And, a lot of these families are kind of demanding answers and better protection for their loved ones.
After we heard from the dad of a distraught test taker last week, Carla looked into some glitches with the advanced placement tests, and now she has an important update.
Yeah, so while other standardized tests have been postponed or canceled, these AP exams are still being offered, but online instead of in person, and that's come with a number of challenges. Frustrated students have flooded social media with reports of those glitches, saying that the system won't actually accept their answers, though the College Board says less than 1% of test takers had this issue. But still, the stakes are really high for these tests. Passing them come with the potential of college credit and saving thousands in tuition. So in response, over the weekend, the College Board announced that if a student can't upload their answers, they'll be prompted with this unique, personalized email address to send their answers to immediately after the test. But that option is only available going forward. So the students who ran into problems last week will still have to retest in June.
Adolfo has been really closely following what's going on with college campuses coming this next fall semester, and he's finding some pretty major differences.
Most of California's public colleges and universities have said they're going to stay online in the fall. But what we're seeing is that a handful of small private Southern California universities, they're taking the opposite approach, and they're actively planning to reopen in the fall. They're still waiting for guidelines from public and health officials to make the final decision, but these campuses include Chapman University, Pepperdine University, Cal Lutheran University. I talked to Chapman's president, and he said that their small classes and small campus allows for them to do this, and they're making plans to give masks and gloves to everyone on campus, taking temperatures. A scholar I talked to said that this is the wrong decision because many of campus faculty skew on their older side, and this is putting those people at risk. You can't guarantee the safety of everyone given the risks of COVID-19.
Finally, Emily's been pursuing the answer to a question that I think a number of us have probably been wondering about.
Which is, when can I get a haircut? Governor Gavin Newsom today said that he expects within a couple weeks statewide you should be able to go to a salon and get a haircut. But of course, not everyone has been waiting. There is a robust clandestine haircut economy here in Southern California. There's stylists who are making home visits, others who have turned their living rooms into barber shops, neither of which of course are allowed. And the people who do it risk disciplinary action from the state board that licenses barbers and stylists. But the stylists I talked to have said that they really feel like they have no choice but to work. A lot of them are independent contractors, so they're sort of caught in this weird in-between space between unemployment and small business loans. But you, as the haircut consumer, do have a choice. You have a third option, which is to pay a stylist to FaceTime with you as you cut your own hair, because yes, that is a thing.
Well, thank you all at the KPCC and LAist newsroom, and thank you for tuning in. Stay healthy, take care of your family, and we will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.